Hi, I'm back with another walkthrough of a signature that I've made for our Friendship Journals on a Journey. And isn't this just marvelous? This is our friend Anne's from Anne's Create and Share, and this is the journal cover that she made. We each made our own journal cover, and so this was Anne's journal cover. Doesn't that look like some of the gorgeous work that she does? And so now then, mine is the third signature. So we each made a cover and then we sent it on, and now then each person is making a signature. So here's the first one, here's the second one, and here is mine. I didn't tie it closed yet. I have it ready. And so I just wanted to do it really a quick walk through here. And you guys, this is getting so chunky, and I purposefully have made mine kind of thin because we still have two more people that have to put a signature in here. So Anne loves vintage stuff, and so I just really kind of went with that. My group is supposed to be using true junk, and so some of it is, and some of it is, I say if I've got it sitting around, it's junk, but I know she loves vintage stuff too. But here's a postcard, and I made that like a little flip. Here's a little pocket here. I actually had some printed vellum that went with this particular collection that I used. And I thought, oh, how pretty that would be. I love how vellum, when you put it in, you can kind of see through it. So there's just that piece of paper. Here's one of these fun little pocket things that I made from a coffee filter. How about that? You know, just the fun, crazy things that you can do. Actually, this was a coffee filter that I had used that day. So that truly was junk. And here's an envelope and a little bit of old trim that we ripped up, and a button. This is a piece of the directions for a sewing pattern, and I found this and just made a little tuck spot here. And then here's one of these other little the little crisscross type envelope things I made out of, or it's got tuck spots in it, and I made this from an old dictionary page. And so I love the way that the little crisscross things go, and it's so easy. You don't even have to measure that to make it. So that's always kind of fun. And then this was another piece. This was the extra piece of the vellum that I had. So I just made kind of this fun tag here. And I always love how if you don't secure something flat, you've automatically made another pocket. So I like to do that a lot. So when you just adhere something on the three sides, you got another pocket. I love pockets. And just a little bit of printing, and this was something that I think was from some shipping. You know, it was the paper that had been stuck in just to kind of give it you know, a little bit more stability in a box that had been shipped to me. And this is a super old thing. I think this was for like an SAT workbook. And I found this little typewriter thing, and I tried to cut it through here so it looked like the paper was actually going through there. So it's just a little tuck spot. And there's some music paper there. Here was an old library card pocket, and I trimmed some things up and put these little labels on them to be like little tabs, little pull tabs on it. And just, you know, again, just only did it on two sides so that you could get something else in there. Here is an old punch card thing. This is how computers used to read stuff, you guys. Isn't that crazy? And so I thought that was fun on this old lined paper. Just something fun. This was from an old little daytime planner type thing. And so I just picked a date out of there, and oh yeah, this will be a special date for someone. And look at these little glassine envelopes, and here's one of those little tobacco cards. This was the little set had all of the first ladies in it, and so here's Mrs. James Monroe. So just a fun little thing. These tiny envelopes, is that not sweet? I just think that's so fun. I just put that in there so it doesn't fall all the way back. Here was one of the little paper clip, the little embellished paper clips that I made not long ago when we were mass making some fun things. So I just popped one of those in here for her. She can use that. And some places I did not completely fill this up. I like to make my journals to where somebody has a lot of usable space that they can tuck their own things in. And then this is just a decorative piece here. I was thinking it was a tuck spot, but no, it is flat down here. This lady's a tuck spot. I put her in. Here's the other half of that sewing pattern. And so I've got her in here. And this is like an old calling card or business card. Millinery ribbon and straw goods. So I thought, oh, that kind of went there. That was kind of fun. And you know, just another pocket here with our envelope, and done, you know, did some stamping. A lot of times just some stamping is kind of fun, and it gives it something else. It's not just a plain flat page, and then you still can use that and decorate it, or, you know, have it to do your other you know, whatever you want to add to your signature. So I hope you enjoyed that. I've had a lot of fun working on Anne's journal, and it'll be going off to the next person to work on signature number 4. So, man, this is a chunky album, you guys. I hope good luck on them getting those other 2 signatures in. But I hope you enjoyed it. Take care.